the role of curiosity in healing and growth. As mental health professionals, we are trained to listen, assess, and guide others toward insight and healing. We ask thoughtful questions, explore patterns, and help clients uncover meaning in their experiences. Yet, somewhere along the way, many of us stop extending that same curiosity toward ourselves. Curiosity is often misunderstood as something passive or optional, nice to have, but not essential. In reality, curiosity is a powerful catalyst for healing and growth. It invites us to explore our inner world with openness rather than judgment and allows transformation to unfold organically rather than through pressure or perfectionism. For African American women in the mental health field, curiosity can be especially healing. It offers a counterbalance to cultural expectations of strength, self sacrifice, and always having it all together. It gives us permission to ask, what do I need? And what is this experience teaching me? Curiosity as a pathway to healing. Healing does not always begin with answers. It often begins with questions. Curiosity allows us to approach our emotions, behaviors, and life experiences with gentleness instead of criticism. Rather than asking, what's wrong with me? Curiosity reframes the inquiry to what's happening within me right now. This subtle shift matters. When we become curious about our internal experiences, we create space to notice patterns shaped by culture, family systems, professional roles, and past experiences. We begin to recognize how survival strategies that once served us may now be contributing to exhaustion, burnout, or emotional disconnection. For many African American women, healing through curiosity also means exploring inherited narratives about strength, responsibility, faith, and worthiness. Curiosity invites us to examine these stories with compassion and decide what we want to carry forward and what we are ready to release. Curiosity and professional growth. Curiosity is not only central to healing, it is foundational to professional growth. In clinical practice, curiosity deepens empathy, strengthens therapeutic alliances, and keeps our work alive and meaningful. It helps us remain open to our clients' evolving stories rather than relying solely on assumptions or routines. Equally important, curiosity toward our own professional journey can prevent stagnation and burnout. When we pause to ask questions like, what parts of my work energize me? Where am I feeling disconnected or overwhelmed? What kind of clinician and woman am I becoming? We reclaim agency in our careers. For African American female mental health professionals, curiosity also creates room to integrate cultural identity with clinical expertise. It allows us to honor evidence-based practice and lived experience, faith and psychology, community and individuality without feeling forced to choose. Barriers that block curiosity. Despite its benefits, curiosity is often suppressed. Many professionals feel pressure to always be competent, confident, and composed. There is an unspoken belief that asking questions or admitting uncertainty signals weakness rather than wisdom. Cultural expectations can further complicate this. The strong Black woman narrative often discourages vulnerability and self-exploration. We may feel compelled to push through exhaustion, minimize our needs, or silence questions that feel uncomfortable. Perfectionism, time constraints, and emotional labor leave little room for curiosity. When survival mode takes over, reflection feels like a luxury. Yet, it is often in these moments that curiosity is needed most. Cultivating curiosity in everyday life. Curiosity does not require grand gestures or major life changes. It can be nurtured through small, intentional practices. Reflective journaling, asking, what am I noticing about myself today? Or what feels unresolved and wants my attention? Mindful observation, noticing emotions and sensations without labeling them as good or bad. Professional reflection, engaging in consultation, supervision, or continued learning with an open, growth oriented mindset. Creative exploration, art, movement, music, or time in nature can reignite curiosity beyond the clinical lens. Affirmations can also reinforce this mindset. I allow myself to explore without judgment. Curiosity leads me toward clarity and healing. Curiosity as a holistic act of self-care. Curiosity is an act of self-compassion. It allows us to meet ourselves where we are, honor our complexity, and remain open to growth. In holistic mental health care, curiosity bridges mind, body, spirit, and culture, recognizing that healing is not linear and growth is deeply personal. At its core, curiosity reminds us that we are not problems to be fixed, but people to be understood. When mental health professionals are given safe, nurturing spaces to explore their inner worlds, they are better equipped to show up fully for themselves, their clients, and their communities. Healing and professional fulfillment become sustainable, not sacrificial. Closing reflection. Curiosity is not a sign that you don't know enough. It's a sign that you are still growing. As African American women and mental health professionals, embracing curiosity allows us to move beyond survival and into intentional, empowered living. Give yourself permission to ask the questions. Your healing and growth begin there.